All right, guys, this is a Merry Christmas podcast. It's not a proper podcast, but we wanted to say Merry Christmas. Jake, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Jake, you
Is that
missed
it?
out. You missed out on a chance to do it. I mean, that's not it. We can do a little bit
Merry
more than
Christmas,
that.
you filthy animals.
Well, that's better. I like that.
That's a great throwback, and it treats our listeners with the kind of contempt that's consistent through the series.
100%. And look, for the audio listeners, what you're missing out on right now is an
A reference.
image of Jake looking beautifully
Festive.
Christmassy, and then with me with Christmas lights beautifully CGI'd in. I worked
I think
hard on it. It
the
took me
budget
hours
on
to.
this series is insane.
Yeah, we've blown the budget massively.
I feel like we've let down James Cameron in his new Avatar adventures because I feel like we've probably taken some of his budget.
Well, I
He's
think
probably working on Tin Pot.
I think personally we've taken what can be a season and we've gone past what the Americans do. If I'm being honest, we just
We
you
just
know
kept going.
yeah we just keep going. We don't stop.
We didn't know when to stop.
No, and we're not stopping, guys. We just want to say, as well as Merry Christmas,
Christmas.
that we're just on a short break. It's just a very busy time of year for both of us.
It's very
And we
hard to get. Hence, why we're doing it over Zoom, which we haven't done for a
yes,
while.
no, and
Just
the
couldn't
reason
find the time to link up.
no, and we were happy to do it over Zoom because it's just a little Christmas message to say that we love you. We're still thinking of you, and that
We do love you.
we will return. I'll be back.
We'll be back. I mean, you could have changed it a little bit.
No, I mean just like Arnie on
Bro,
the
can I
main
just
man.
check? Can I just check? You haven't got like any diagnoses or anything recently, right?
Not currently. Not currently.
I just
I have got a physical scheduled in the new year. Maybe even a little whoop. Just
what with a doctor or with a specialist?
you can call her what you like, but she'll be doing the job. Let's put it that way.
Well, I call her when I'm bored.
I just like
That's
to
fine.
make sure my prostate has been fully, checked over.
Listen, I've apologised that my fingers aren't long enough. I've told you that.
You just can't get in there the way I need to. As
I can only go so far.
yeah, as the last name of the episode said, going knuckle deep. It's what we're about. It's what
I
Crossing
just
Swords
feel
is
like
about.
this is wholly appropriate as well that we've set up to do a little festive message to our listeners and immediately talked about prostate exams.
Yeah,
Go straight into anal.
Talking about fingering my bum hole.
Fingers in bums.
And
within
look,
seconds.
what says Christmas more? And I can't think of anything off the top of my
Then a
head.
cheeky little finger.
A cheeky finger up the bum. And look, lads out there, I don't think there's anything more masculine than a cheeky finger up the bum. To feel secure enough in yourself to allow
Listen,
that to happen.
me, you, and Prince William, we're all on the same boat on this one.
Yeah, look.
Okay, we all.
No kink shaming. We've said that from the get go. No kink shaming.
Be honest. When you were writing your list to Santa, how far down the list was a cheeky finger?
I mean, top 3, maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't number 1, but it was certainly within.
It's high.
Yeah, it's up there. What about you?
Oh yeah, top 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It was like, something flashy, something fancy.
Did you specify in the Christmas wish
which finger?
Well, no. Who would be be doing it, or are you just happy with any?
I just assumed Santa would do it personally.
I mean,
because when I met Santa, when I went to the shopping centre and I met Santa, he did offer to do things for a price.
I mean, as everyone knows, and for all the children out there listening, the people at supermarkets, at shopping centres, malls, if you're in America, we have got some American listeners. Those people aren't actually Santa. They work for Santa to help him see everyone. But the real Santa, like, if people actually believed you could get sexual pleasure from Santa or sexual favours, I think a lot more would be asking for it, and therefore Santa realistically can't do it.
I kind of wasn't that bothered about. I mean, obviously, no one likes to be groomed, but I kind of didn't mind it so much when I thought it was by the actual Santa. If you're telling me that it wasn't even the actual Santa,
I mean, for stars, it depends how old you were to how seriously we take the situation.
Like last week, we're talking in the build-up to Christmas.
Who took you? Was it your mum?
Oh, could you imagine that? Mum, can you just wait here? I'm going to go and get that old man sitting on the chair. I'm going to go get him to put a finger on my bum. Just
yeah, he's not even into it. I'm just going to make him.
Just grab a coffee, Mum. I'll be back in a
It
bit.
happened once when I was younger and I got hooked.
Happens to,
It has
we've
to
all
be
been there.
Santa as well.
We've all been there, and I'm sure you've been in the situation where you're talking to, work colleagues and whatever, and you go, "We've all been there, right, guys?"
I mean, to be honest, I don't know what else there is to talk about at work except anal fingering, particularly
Do you
with
know what?
male colleagues.
I'll be so honest that when we sort of said we'll do a quick go, I had no idea that so much of it would be taken up.
Anal fingering. No, but that's sort of the
And yet
beauty of this
it's
podcast.
so on brand. Yeah,
But like,
it
look,
is.
what I would say is on brand. We're spreading love. Christmas is about love, spending time with those you love. I'm not saying ask your family to finger your bumhole,
It's
but
about it's
if
about
there's
spending
someone
time with
special in
those you
your
love
life,
up inside you, literally
well,
in you.
non-family members, it's just specify
But
that.
yeah. Unless you're in Alabama,
Yeah. Or Arkansas.
no judgment,
I mean, I don't
no
even know if
judgment.
Arkansas is known for that. It's the name. It's how the song goes, isn't it?
Is there a song about incest?
No, it's the Alabama, Arkansas. I should love my mom and pa. It's like an
Yeah,
actual song.
I think that's because it rhymed.
Oh,
I don't
fair
know if
enough.
it's, I don't know if there's
Listed
necessarily a link.
incestuous city.
It was like,
I guess.
alphabetical rhyming.
I guess it's just because it followed up with "I sure love my mum and pa." So I was like,
You
incest.
thought, sex,
Yeah,
straight.
you know.
You're a very sexual being and you can't help that. And I would not want you to contain that.
I just ooze it. I mean, it can't be controlled. It can't be tamed. And
It's your gift. It's your gift to the world at Christmas.
yeah,
This raw, untapped sexuality.
and love. Just it always comes
No,
back to the love.
same thing in my regard.
Yeah, I've heard that about you. All about the love. I mean,
Well, you've read.
you spread that message with that beautiful guitar you insist on having in the background of any Zoom pod we do. Because the thing is, I don't believe it actually lives there. You
Can I tell
literally
you
get
why
it
this
out
is?
for the
Can I tell
pod.
you why this is out?
Yeah.
Because I was looking up today
Have
and
you
I was
been
sitting here
researching the theme tune?
playing Christmas songs.
Oh, all right. That was disappointing. I was hoping you might have done some work for the pod, but again, on
And if
brand.
you weren't so cruel about it, I'd have busted out a little
I
something. But you've
mean,
been so cutting.
even the preamble to this Zoom meeting, I get a text from Jake, and this is just a bit of behind the curtain, breaking the fourth wall, I suppose. But Jake texted me and said, oh, I'm having issues with Zoom. There's updates, and I can't log in. It's like, well, this could have all been done prior to 5 minutes before the pod, but it is what it is. It's
I'm not
Christmas. I let
prepared for
him
that.
off.
To be fair, it failed. It failed 3 times. Like it failed twice. Then I restarted my PC, and then it failed a third time. And then
I
I
was
was just
going to
like, "Fuck it,
say,
I'm doing it on my phone."
if we were to, and shout out to Andrew, he's going to be on the pod soon, and our people
He could have
will be
helped.
in touch with your people.
He could have helped.
His advice
Oh,
would have been, have you tried turning it on and off?
well, while we're here, if you have any technical questions or IT questions that you think of,
Have you got his
write
email?
us
I've got
in.
his phone number. Should I
Crossing
text?
Swords, CrossingSwords19@gmail.com. Hit us up at Swords Crossing on
And
Twitter,
it will
Crossing
be on the
Swords
screen.
_podcast on Instagram, Crossing Swords on Facebook, and tell us if you've got any questions because we are doing an episode in the new year about that, and we can answer all your questions.
Yeah, sounds good to
And I
me.
managed to get all the socials out. Do you like that?
I
That's
liked
smooth.
it. That was a very good segue. I
Smooth.
wasn't prepared
Smooth.
for it. I wasn't on board with it in the moment.
You
I
never
tried
are.
talking over it.
I do them so frequently, and yet you're never prepared for how great I am.
No, and then even when you do it, I'm not like, oh, that was a really good segue. I'm just like, oh, okay, Jake just shoehorned that in.
You're just used to it. Oh,
Yeah.
shoehorn's a strong word. It's
I can't be too complimentary, otherwise you won't be able to get that hat off.
I seamlessly wove it into the conversation.
You did. It was very good, and I wasn't equal to it as a podcast partner, and I can only apologise.
It's fine. I feel like I make up for your shortcomings quite frequently. I'm okay with
Constant. Look, I spend most of my time carrying the pod, but every now and again things slip, and Jake's just there to pick up what I lack. Do you know what I mean? So that's why we're a good team.
We're a great team.
We are.
We're a great team. And do you know what? I'm just looking at us now. And it's such a visual feast. I feel like people should go and check it out on YouTube.
Do you know what? I don't know what it is about this camera that obviously the one we must use is crap, but this one feels quite flattering. I feel like, and to be fair, yours looks really good as well.
Good lighting, my man. Good lighting, good angles. Man's best friend.
I swear, if you actually have that backlit, I'll be quite impressed.
little bit of makeup.
Yeah. But that's just for going out in general, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I never ever leave the bedroom without a little bit of concealer.
I believe it. I believe it. Got to hide those
Do you know
bags.
what? I guarantee if I said that, no one would question it. It would just get accepted
Well, to be
like
honest,
that.
I don't think people. I mean, particularly you, but I know saying that there's not many people in our group that I wouldn't be like, really, you use concealer other than you. Do you know what I mean?
I know,
Like,
I know. It
if
is.
Dave was like, I don't go to work in the morning without putting my eyeshadow on or something like that, I'd be like, really? I mean, I wouldn't judge him for it. I'd just be surprised.
No, but you'd question it. You'd be
Yeah,
like,
but no, I
"Oh,
wouldn't
I wouldn't
question
think
it
that." But
with
with me,
yourself at all.
I don't think anyone will question it. I think they just go, "Yeah,
No,
probably."
I mean, I'm 100% waiting for an emo phase.
Oh, do you know what? I feel like I skipped that. I feel like I got quite lucky. I skipped that.
Yeah,
That
I
could have
mean,
easily been a
I
thing.
think it's weird if you do it in your 30s, isn't it?
Yeah, but Papa Roach has some bangers, and I'm just gonna get it on repeat and
Cut my
dark
life
hair.
into pieces.
Again,
Yeah.
of all the festive things I thought we that might have
I
got a
didn't think
song,
it'd be Papa
didn't
Roach.
think Papa Roach.
But yeah, no, guys, I just wanted to say as well, looking at the stats recently, despite the fact it's not uploading, the downloads have been really good as if we were uploading. So that's really
We're
encouraging. So
grateful.
hopefully they'll bump up when we're back. I would imagine that will be early New Year, not long after the turn of the New Year when things calm down again.
Yeah,
Um, until then, keep sexy, have a great Christmas, and a happy New
have
Year.
have a fantastic Christmas, a fantastic happy holidays. Enjoy this weird period where you don't know what day it is. You're just eating leftovers and chocolates and biscuits. It's a
Oh,
wonderful
mate,
time of
I
year. Cheeses
cannot
and wines. Oh,
wait
it's fantastic.
for Boxing Day sausage meat that was cooked on Christmas Day. I cannot
My
wait.
my friend, I was talking to my friend this week, having a little catch
You
up,
have
and
a
she was
friend?
saying, well, she doesn't like when I use that term, but I pay her
Ah,
hourly, and it's not a thing.
she's your
Uh,
sausage holster.
she's my she tells them. But I was talking to her. She said last year or the year before, her and her partner, it must have been during one of the lockdowns, they couldn't get a turkey small enough for the two of them, so they got a big turkey, and they just kind of
Made
did.
it last.
They made it last. They had three or
Yeah, yeah.
four Christmas dinners, and they were ever since then for the last 2 years. It's been their tradition that they have a week of Christmas dinners,
I
full
mean,
roast every day.
they're the sort of people that Jamie Oliver's recipes post Christmas are aimed at, like when he's
Oh, they love
making
it.
turkey soup and all that jazz. Do you know what I mean? I mean, who's got time for that?
I mean, me personally, no,
No.
but them.
All the motivation, frankly, even
I
if
mean,
I
I'm
had the
I'm
time.
jealous. Like it would be fantastic. Just a week of roast dinners. Yeah, I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
no to that.
I could imagine getting bored of turkey though. The rest of it I can get.
That's the thing, though. There's so much on a roast dinner that you don't need to. You could even have it without the meat, and I wouldn't. That's criminal to even suggest, but you could,
No,
and
look,
there's
we
still
might.
enough there.
I mean, I'd be surprised if we had vegan or vegetarian listeners. Not because we're particularly pro meat. I just imagine we
We're
give
quite
off
woke,
of.
though.
No, but I feel like we give off a pro meat vibe. Do you know what I mean?
I wink know what you wink me.
Yeah.
Pro meat.
I just feel like we've made a lot of references to sausage, to cock, I feel like we give off a vibe that these men aren't vegan. Do you know what I mean?
Hell no. These are things we've had in our mouths. Eh, Lots of meat.
Yeah. We'll leave it at me, I think, as it's Christmas. And
Perfect.
guys, keep sharing, keep liking, and keep doing all that good stuff. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, and to the we had to the chap who suggested that we need a new updated theme song. Um, it's not quite there, but we are working on it, and we will have it again sometime in the new year.
Yeah, fuck him. It'll be ready when it's ready.
Fuck that guy. But we
Merry
love you, really.
Christmas.
Don't leave.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Bye.